we demand is justice for Vanessa Guillen, period. What we demand is for the I Am Vanessa Guillen Act to pass, period.
It's been 14 long months since Army Specialist Vanessa Guillen was killed on Fort Hood. The surviving suspect in her case appearing in court today for a hearing.
Now, despite the heat, Vanessa's family and supporters were protesting outside the courthouse. They did not want Cecily Aguilar's confession to actually be thrown out. We've got team coverage of the hearing with Sierra Shipley here in the studio. Leah McNeil's at the courthouse and Adam Schindler is in Bell County. Let's check in with Leah first tonight. Leah, you were right there as word of the judge's decision came out. A lot of emotion.
Well, Todd, cheers, chants, and a round of applause erupted outside of the McLennan County Courthouse when we got the news that Cecily Aguilar's testimony will not be thrown out and will be used against her when her day in court does come. Now, leading the group of protesters outside was Vanessa Guillen's youngest sister, Lupe. We later found out she was outside leading that protest because she could not bear to be inside. Live in Waco, Leah McNeil, 25 News.
Leah, thank you. Now, Aguilar's court date was postponed several times since she was first arrested last year. Rearraignment, jury selection, and the trial were originally set for September of 2020, but were later rescheduled to the end of November. Rearraignment was then later pushed to January of this year. 25 News reporter Sierra Shipley is here now, and she was actually in court all afternoon.
Sierra, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Nia, Todd, the judge, like we said, denied motion to suppress. The statements that she made during her questioning was that she knew what happened to Specialist Vanessa Guillen. However, she wasn't told her Miranda rights before this confession. She even helped officers track down Robinson and was then read her rights. Parts of the questioning were played during the court hearing today, and 3 witnesses were called to the stand to explain the events of June 30th. In the video, you can clearly hear Aguilar was shocked to hear she was under arrest after the nearly 4-hour questioning, but states she knew she wasn't held against her will up until that point. The judge mentioned officers never said Aguilar could leave, but Aguilar also never asked to leave during her questioning, which is why the judge led to his decision and denied the motion to suppress.
So what's next? Is there a trial date set?
Well, both the prosecutor and defense said they do need a little more time to finalize criminal evidence, but they do want to get Aguilar's trial back on the docket. The judge did say they are granted as much time as they need to build their case.
All right, Sierra, thank you. 25 News has been following this story from the very beginning, 14 months and counting now. Tonight, Adam Schindler shows us how we got to this point.
It's been over a year since Specialist Vanessa Guillen was murdered on Fort Hood. Adam Schindler, 25 News.
Adam, thank you. All eyes were on Fort Hood last year after a year of scandals, soldier deaths, and calls for reform. 25 News is taking a look back at the biggest stories to come out of the great place and how the Post started looking for ways to reform its own culture. You can find that special by visiting our website, kxxv.com.
The chances of Fort Hood getting a new name are looking more likely as local community and political leaders met with a naming commission on Post today. The commission meeting with groups like LULAC to discuss that change. LULAC has been fighting to get the name changed for several years and presented their choices like Medal of Honor recipient Roy Benavides.
When you're looking to have somebody honored, we stand in solidarity and we stand to say he's Mr. Master Sergeant Benavides served with honor, integrity, and every core value that there is.
Now, a new name hasn't been chosen yet for Fort Hood or other military installations named after Confederate soldiers. Senator John Cornyn reintroducing the Service Member Safety and Security Act this week. It would improve policies and procedures for reporting missing service members. For example, partnering with local law enforcement to improve communication. Cornyn says he hopes the bill will prevent tragedies like Vanessa Guillen's and Gregory Morales's in the future.